Hi, you're listening to Book Chat with author Vivian E. Moore.
Click, listen, enjoy.
Keep listening to our weekly episodes to find out more.
Here's your host.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Book Chat. I'm your host, author Vivian E. Moore. I hope everybody is having a lovely weekend. I hope you had a great week. The weather outside is not the best, but of course it's fall after all, and I do love the cooler weather because the mosquitoes are gone. Hallelujah! I'm so happy about that. I can actually go outside and not get attacked. When I walk outside of my door, even in the early morning hours, it's just ridiculous. But anyway, not to talk about weather. We want to talk about today's show. And we're going to get right to it. The title of today's show is Lemonade, and the topic is how to make the best of any situation. I don't know about you, but I am a huge fan of Beyonce, a dynamic singer and performer. And what I like most about her is that she's human, susceptible to the same fallacies as we all are. I particularly like her Lemonade album because it was about hurt and healing. It allowed her to express heartache and forgiveness through the music. She took life's sour lemons and made them into something sweet. If you haven't had the opportunity to listen to this album, and I know that it is a couple of years old, but the thing of it is that the words are still just so prevalent. If you actually listen to each and every word that she sings in the songs on that album, it's just it tells a story. It really does. And and I just commend her for putting it all out there, and for making the most of of a bad situation. She really did. But anyway, nothing in this world is guaranteed to go the way we want it. And I'm pretty sure when she got married, she was, she probably was expecting it to be maybe not perfect, but at least to have honesty and fidelity, within her marriage. But I don't even know if she prepared for, the devastation of having someone cheat on you. But the thing of it is that she didn't let it get her down. Maybe at the time when it happened, for any of us to be hit with such a blow is very impactful, and, it can knock you off your feet. But the thing of it is that she did get back up, and she took those lemons and she made a a chart-topping album with the lemons that were thrown her way. But when things don't quite work out, you wonder, where did you go wrong and how do you fix it? Well, it's called making the best of any situation. We all have experienced life's unexpected challenges, setbacks. They come to all of us all throughout life. And not all of them are devastating, but sometimes, like a good strong wind, it's enough to knock you off course. The trick is to keep you moving right along. Well, the trick to keep you moving right along is finding the good in bad circumstances. How, you might ask? Well, first, you must recognize there is a process for everything. The beginning, the middle, and end is what you do in between the first two that will allow you to turn life's little sour patch into something sweet and delectable. Even when conditions seem unfavorable, you have to analyze the damage, and then you take stock of what you need to make repairs with, and then you fix them. Super simple, right? Well, I know not always, but remember, it ain't over until it's over. If you're a fighter, you don't expect to win every round. Still, if your defense is weak, you never lay down and take the punches without fighting back. And that's what I'm trying to convey to you today. Throughout life, we all are, handed things that we don't deserve or that, we're not expecting. But it's what you do with those little trinkets that I like to call them, these little tidbits that are not always sweet and tender, but sometimes sour, just like lemons. You need to do something with that, something positive with that, and I'm not little Miss Ray of Sunshine, in every life, rain will fall, but just be prepared, have your umbrella ready, always take it with you because you just never know. The sun may be shining right now, but later on, it could call for cloudy skies and storms. You just never know. And life works that way too. You wake up and everything is all good. And then before the day is over with, you're pulling your hair out, by the handfuls because it's like, what happened? What happened to my good day? It's turned bad, But that's just how we have to live with life. We have to take the good with the bad. That's how it was meant to be. God did not put us here not to go through things. Trials will come, but you have to know that with those trials comes understanding and comes growth. That's important because you always want to learn from disaster or failure, whatever the case may be. You want to learn something from it. And, and what doesn't kill us definitely makes us stronger. That's what we all need. We need to know where our inner strength come from. And, that's built into us. But we have to nourish it and recognize it. Instead of falling apart, we have to pull from that foundation that is already equipped inside of us. And like I said, we have to take those lemons that that are thrown at us sometimes, and instead of throwing them back, we just take them and make them into something useful. And that is the point that I'm trying to convey today is to when you hit the ground, and sometimes you hit it hard when you fall, but the thing is to pick yourself up. And if you can get back in the race, it may take you a while sometimes, but when you can get back in the race, get up and start back again. And that's what I want you to do. Quitters never win, but fighters get the chance for another day and a brighter future. No matter what you're going through, it is conquerable. But first, you must believe and then push through the trial. And sometimes, often, that's what we don't do. Sometimes we just sit there and lick our wounds and say, well, okay, I guess it's over. But no, it's not over. You may be down, but you are still far from over if you get up and try again. We all face setbacks. I learned a valuable lesson, and it was just a short while ago. And, sometimes, you have your heart set on something and, all you can see is the pleasure that it's going to bring you, because your thoughts are positive. You always try to think positive. But then sometimes, things don't turn out the way you expect them to. And that's what happened to me. Well, I never really got my hopes up that high, but still, instead of it, when I got the news back, it wasn't devastating. It could have been, but I saw the good in it. I saw the positive in it. It was like that the kind of constructive criticism that sometimes we don't like it, but we need, and that's what I got. And so I was like, oh, I can work with this. I may have just got dealt a basket of lemons, but still I can take these lemons and make them into something very, very good. And that's what I did do. It gave me the chance to first of all, just reflect for a moment, to be introspective. And I did that, to reach back within myself. And because sometimes you got to take yourself down a peg hole or two, because you're not all that in a bag of chips, all the time. You may think what you do is really, really great and you're really, really great at it. But the thing of it is that sometimes you need to be taken down just a little bit so you can actually reflect and see yourself, to see where your flaws are, to see where your weaknesses are, and sometimes people don't tell you that. They won't tell you that, and things that you really truly need to hear, or maybe they don't even recognize it. But the thing of it is, sometimes it's good to take it outside to somebody else, someone who is not close to you, someone who they may be critical, but still, if you can respect the honesty in what they tell you, then you can definitely learn from it. And that's what I did. I was like, wow, I needed to hear this, because this is going to help me in the long run. It's going to help me to be better at what I do, because I am taking what they said to heart. I took it to heart, but not to the point to where, it's going to hinder me from doing what I needed to do. Instead, it's making me stronger and, giving me more confidence in myself so I can grow. And I was like, wow, I am so appreciative of that, because I had prayed about it. When you pray about things, sometimes they don't come in the way you want them to. Sometimes they come in the way that you need them to. And that's how I received this. I was like, wow, thank you, God, because, this is exactly what I asked you for. It wasn't exactly how I wanted it, but still, God being who he is, he takes what we ask him for, and then he gives it to us in the best way that is going to benefit us. And I was so thankful for that. And so I've actually taken it and I've ran with it. And, I just feel so positive. I feel so much better about what I'm doing. I feel so much better about myself and what I'm doing, because there are teachable moments in every phase of life, but you have to be willing to be taught something, to be teachable in order to learn. And so, I'm always of that mindset. I'm always open. If your mind sometimes can be like a closed fist. If you always got your hands balled in a fist, nothing can get in, nothing can get out. And that's the way the mind is. You always have to keep it open so you can receive those blessings. I know sometimes you want to safeguard it against all the negative energy that's flowing around out there. But sometimes, if you have your defenses up too well and unwilling to lower them, when someone's coming in peace, then you're missing out on a blessing, on true blessings. But that's what I wanted to talk about today. And I hope that I've helped somebody, because I want you to remember, when life hands you lemons, you take them and you make the best lemonade anyone has ever tasted. And so I want to leave you with that. I'm going to leave it right there. But before I let you go, I want to share with you some of the ways that you can keep listening to the show. And please keep liking the show. Keep downloading it. I thank all the people who have who download the show weekly. And I gained another follower too this week. I'm very thankful for that individual for following me on Spreaker. So anyway, the first one, of course, is to my Spreaker account. The show is broadcast each and every Saturday at 6 p.m. through Spreaker. And that one is https://www.spreaker.com/user/author Vivian E. Moore. You can also follow me, like me, on Facebook. My Facebook address is https://www.facebook.com/Vivian Moore Author. You can also follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is God's Property 46. You can follow me on Instagram, but you have to do it by request. So, if you click on follow, then I will receive that request and then I will respond to it, which is https://Instagram.com/God's Property 51. You can also check out my website, which is at https:// wixsite. That's wixsite.com/Author Vivian Moore. And you can also check out my blog, which is also updated weekly. It is https://vivianemore.blogspot.com. You can also listen to the show on iTunes. You can download it on iTunes, or you can also listen to it on iHeartRadio.com. And both of those URLs are listed on Instagram. If you go to my Instagram page, or if you go to my Facebook page, all you have to do is go down to the links at the bottom of the information that's there, and it will give you each and every link. You can just click on it and it'll take you straight there. All right, so tomorrow is worship day. I hope you're planning on going to church tomorrow. Take someone with you, take a loved one, take some children, take a neighbor, take some friends with you to church tomorrow to hear the word. And also tell somebody that you love them, because tomorrow is not promised. Today may be the only chance you get to tell them that. So I love you. I hope you love me back. Until the next time you hear my voice, God bless you and goodbye.
Thank you for listening.
If you enjoyed today's show, please head over to iTunes, give us a rating, and leave a review.